You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
Three numbers before the open: 8.95, 6,856, and 32.4 billion. Monday's 8.95% crash tripped a circuit breaker, and Goldman says leveraged ETFs, not fundamentals, did the damage. Foreign investors pulled a record $32.4 billion from Korean stocks in June. And Samsung is quietly weighing a U.S. listing. Let's get straight to it. It's Wednesday, July 15th. Here's what today's story could mean for the Korean market. Leveraged ETFs have grown large enough to force mechanical selling detached from fundamentals. Wall Street banks say memory fundamentals are intact, with Morgan Stanley raising big tech capex forecasts by 9 to 10% for 2027 and 2028. And the government just lifted its 2026 growth forecast to 3.0% on the semiconductor supercycle. Here's what the numbers show. The KOSPI closed at 6,856.83, up 0.73%, after Monday's 8.95% plunge, with Tuesday's intraday swing topping 500 points. Goldman Sachs traced 62% of Monday's institutional selling to ETF liquidations, with program trades making up 45.4% of the 3.9 trillion won foreign and institutional dump. Four single-stock leverage and inverse ETFs posted 16.7 trillion won, about $12 billion, in turnover, taking 4 of the market's 10 most traded slots. Foreign investors sold a net $32.37 billion of Korean equities in June, a monthly record and the 6th straight month of outflows, bringing the year-to-date exit to $110.2 billion. Retail investors bought 388.7 billion won into Monday's crash, then sold a near-record 4.15 trillion won, roughly $3 billion, into Tuesday's rebound. Samsung Electronics held preliminary talks with banks on a US ADR listing, Bloomberg reported, after SK hynix raised $26.5 billion in New York. So what does this mean for active traders positioning today? Earlier, we said the machines did the damage. Here's what that actually means for you. Program flows and single-stock leverage ETF volumes are now the marginal price setters for SK hynix and Samsung, so watch them alongside the tape. With retail deposits and margin balances shrinking, the dip-buying floor under this market may be thinner than the past 6 months suggest. That's today's AI Prism, Stock Investors. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Won IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.